Everyone begin on our backs. Bring your block with you. Place your block, lift your hips up to the sky, and then place your block underneath your sacrum. So either on the low or the middle setting. Wes, you have a block with some variation of it. You can use pillows. Okay. If the block is digging into your low back, you've gone too far, you should feel comfortable. All right, friends, I'm gonna mute you now. We work so hard to hear each other now. All right. So once you have that cozy spot on your block, then lift your legs up to the sky. This waterfall pose. Hands can rest by your hips. And start with touching your toes, your feet together. Just notice the slight engagement needed into your inner thighs, maybe in a lower belly. And then separate your heels hip width distance, so right above the hip points. Stack your heels. Trying to make your legs as light as a feather. Find that balancing point, whether not too far back, too far forward. Minimal effort. Begin to tune into your breath. Tuning to a 1-2-ish ratio. So for however long you inhale, make the exhale at least twice as long. For example, counting in for 4, exhaling for 8. At least for the next hour, set an intention for at least the next hour. A mantra, word, phrase, something you can come back to when distractions come, challenges come by. You can even dedicate your practice to another being, person, animal. Throughout the next hour, stay present. If any thoughts, distractions come by, that's okay. Simply acknowledge them, thank them, and come back to either your breath or your anchor, your mantra, person, intention. Keep your left leg where it is. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers behind your right knee. Then point your left toes on the exhale. Pull your toes forward and away from you. Gently pulling your right knee in towards your chest. Your left heel may or may not reach the earth. That's okay. As long as you feel stretch opening in your left hip flexor. If you don't feel anything, perhaps pull your right knee in a little more. Stay with the breath. Every exhale, relaxing your left hip. Notice where you may be unnecessarily holding unnecessary tension. Only use what you need to maintain this posture right here. And take a breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale, empty. Reach your left toes back up towards the sky. Free your right leg to meet the left. Shake out the legs. Thank you, legs. And then switch sides, pull your left knee in. Point your right toes. As you pull your left knee towards your face, extend right toes forward and away from you. Oof. Once you find your first edge, completely exhale and stay, assess, observe and assess. This side is a little tighter for me. And take a breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale. Free your right toes back towards the sky. Release your left leg to meet the right. Shake out, shake out. Thank you. Then plant both heels onto the earth for a supported bridge. Either stay here or extend both legs for a full supported bridge. Regardless of what you choose, extend both arms overhead. Just allow yourself to be supported, held by your block, by your mat, by the earth. Surrender. Tap into the yin energy, more receptive, soft. Softening with every exhale, receiving with every inhale. About halfway through in this posture, see where you can perhaps disengage, even just a little more, whether it be physically, mentally. Use the breath. And take a breath in, fill up. Stay for the exhale, empty. Slide your heels back underneath your knees. Lift your hips from the block and remove the block from underneath you. Be free of the block. Release your hips onto the earth. Just a moment with your flat spine on the earth. So observe hips grounded. And gentle twist, lower the knees to the left. Return back to center, gentle twist to the right, and then roll over to your right side. Press yourself up to a seat. Let's do Baddha Konasana, bound angle, or in yin, it's butterfly. So feet touch, open the knees wide. You can sit on a block or a blanket. The hips are tight today. It's hard for me to see you guys, but it's okay. Okay, find the angle that suits you. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Keep the spine long as you hinge from your hips. And once you find the depth in your hips, you can round your spine, forehead to your feet. Maybe go to a block or to your hands. You can create a tower with your fists. Deep stretch into the hips. Again, stay with the breath, soften with the exhale. My teacher Jurgen would say with the exhale, ask your hips permission. With every exhale, open. Inhale, fill up. Stay for the exhale, empty. Gently press yourself back up. Oof. Extend one leg out, and then the other. Observe the space after the posture, after compression, release. Thanks. And then cross your legs, plant your palms, roll over onto all fours, tabletop. And keep your hips stacked over your knees, and then just crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Release your forehead to the earth or onto a block. This heart melting pose. Melt your shoulders, your chest. Maybe scoot your hands a little further. If the shoulders are extra tight or sensitive, you can draw them wider apart. Soften through the throat, the eyebrows, the eyes, the backs of the eyes. And take inventory. Either stay here or you can reach your chin onto the earth a little deeper, just extra. And keep breathing. If you lowered your chin, return your forehead back to the earth. Everyone gently press into your palms, return back to tabletop. Oof. Cat-cow. And find stillness in your cat-cow. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. It's just a transition. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand for a dragon. Stay upright for a few breaths. Circle back, forward, get into the hip. One of my teachers says is flossing the hips. And then lower your back knee, untuck your toes, use a blanket under the knee. If you have sensitive knees. And then stay upright, get into your left hip flexor. Just lean into your left hip. You can even place a block under your right hip. And on that, to find your edge. Try to observe the subtle changes as we stay, every breath. Change always happening. Either stay upright or lower down to elbows inside of your right thigh, either onto block or onto the earth. Option to stay here, option to catch dragon's tail, bend your left knee, open twist to your right, reach your right hand back. If you can reach the foot, great. If not, great. Again, you can either stay here or just reach towards it. Try to find a balance in the stretch in your left hip and your right shoulder. You might feel one more than the other. Just observe. If you have the foot, release the foot. Return your palms back to center. Just a counter, half splits. Right, extend your right leg, flex the foot towards your face. And then rebend your right knee. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog, stretch out the legs. Allow blood flow back into your right leg, shake it out. And then other side, lift your left heel to the sky. On the exhale, left knee, left elbow, step your left foot outside of your left palm for dragon. Yeah. Lift yourself up. You can use blocks to lift. Again, blanket in your back knee. And try some of those flossings we missed. Oops. All right. And breathe into your right hip. Every exhale, soften. Comfortable with being uncomfortable. And build resilience. Either stay upright or lower down onto your forearms, either onto block or the earth. And lastly, just make sure your left ankle's in front of your knee, so you don't have as much pressure on your sprained ankle. Stay with every breath. They say the moment you want to get out of the posture is when the posture begins. I'm just saying, tell yourself one more breath, one more breath. Now either stay here or catch the dragon's tail, bend your right knee, open twist to your left, reach for your foot. If you can grab it, great. If not, great. As long as you receive sensation stretch in your right hip, left shoulder, or wherever you feel it, honor that. Say feel it to heal it. So whatever you feel, experience it to its fullest. And using the breath to soften whatever comes, goes. If you have the foot, release the foot. Hands back to center. And counter stretch, lengthen your left leg, half splits. Flex your foot towards your face. Just energetically pull your left heel towards your back knee. Okay, then rebend your knee. Step to downward dog. Stretch out the legs, shake it out. Ooh. And then return back down to tabletop. Hands and knees. Let's do a time check real quick. Oh. All right. Sit your two, lay down onto your back. Oh wait, it's until 8:30. Oh my gosh. My brain with the time, with the clock going and the screen. Okay, tabletop. Tabletop, we have 30 more minutes. I thought it was to the hour. Yeah, okay, so we got time. All right, tabletop. Lean into your left leg. I'm gonna turn on the light just so that they can see. Boop, a little bright. All right, tabletop. Lift your right leg and cross behind your left knee. Separate your heels and then sit between your heels. If the knees or the hips are sensitive, again, you have your blocks, blankets, pillows. You guys have like that blurry background, it's hard to see. It's okay. And if the knees are sensitive, even still, you can extend your right leg out. Same thing, just different access. Okay. Keep the spine long. And then inhale, reach your right hand up, bend the elbow, and then place your hand onto your low back. Left hand reaches for your right elbow and then tilts over to your left. Root down through your right hip. And gently return back to center. Keep your right elbow where it is. Just release your left hand. Palm faces behind you. And then either grab for your shirt. If you have a strap or towel, I have a convenient ponytail I can use. Or you can interlace your fingers, yeah, if you have the bind. If not, it's okay. Pull your elbows in. Try to elongate your spine normally to get that bind where you do a little back bend. So neutralize the spine, pull the belly in. Now either stay here or as you exhale, begin to hinge from your hips forward. Either hang the head or release head onto block. If you hinged forward, return your spine back up. If you have a bind, free yourself of the bind. Shake out the arms. Whew. And then extend right leg out, left leg out, shake out the legs. And then we'll switch to the other side. Let's cross the legs, come back to tabletop. And then the other side, lean into your right side, lift your left leg, cross behind your right knee, separate your heels, and then sit between the heels. Yep. Assess on this side. Perhaps it's a little tighter. You want more props, maybe it's more open. Just observe without stories or judgment. And then inhale, lift your left hand up, bend the elbow, tap your upper back. Right hand up and over towards your left elbow, and then tilts over to your right side. Rooting down through your left side body. Softening through the jaw, the tongue, the eyes. And then return back to center. Keep your left elbow where it is. Free your right hand behind for half bind, full bind, any kind of bind. Maybe no bind, that's okay too. Elongate your spine, belly in, mula bandha, root lock. And either stay here or begin to hinge from your hips. Tilt forward, either hang the head heavy or forehead to blocks. Shoelace pose, didn't say the name. If you lowered forward, make your way back up to a seat. You have the bind, free yourself of the bind, shake your arms. Oof. And then free left leg, free the right leg, shake them out. Let's do firefly, shadow. So we can face this way, I guess. Draw your legs out wide. Again, props, you can sit on blanket or block. Have my blanket here ready. And then the activation, the yang in this posture is the feet, the legs stay active. So keep the knees, the toes pointing upward. And then from your hips, imagine a bowl of soup, tilt bowl of soup as you hinge forward, legs stay active. Keep tilting. And then you can walk your hands, stand your forearms on a block, maybe forehead on block. Find your edge and then hang out like a little bit before the edge. And then as we stay longer, keep pushing that edge. Deep stretch into your inner hips, your legs, your mind. Complete the exhales. My teacher Jürgen would say the last bit of the exhales where a lot of the work happens. We tend to unconsciously hold on even with the breath. We consciously complete the exhales in order to prepare for the inhale. And take a full inhalation. Stay for the exhale. Press yourself up. Ooh, gentle, gentle. Draw for the backs of your knees, bend your knees. And then find your way onto your back. Lay down. Stack your knees over your hips. A little reverse tabletop, and then cross your right leg over the left. Yes. So kind of like eagle legs. If you can make the bind, make the bind. If not, you guys can't see, it's okay. Draw your arms out to your chi, and then lower your knees over to the left side, adjusting your hips as needed. Keep your shoulders rooted. This is twisted root. If your neck permits, gaze over to your right hand and into the cervical spine and neck. And once you're in the posture, optimize your effort. Only use what you need right now. Anything else can wait. The only thing we need right now is the inhale, the exhale. And complete the exhale, empty, empty. And return your knees back to center. Neutralize your hips, uncross your legs. And then switch to the other side. Cross left leg over right. One bind, two binds, maybe no binds. Then lower the knees over to the right side, adjusting your hips so that they're stacked-ish. And then cherry on top is the chin towards your left shoulder. Staying rooted from your shoulders. Your shoulders anchor for you to twist from. So root from your left shoulder. And simply allowing your breath and the posture to do the work. Exhale, exhale, mic turned off. Okay. Hope you guys can hear me. Knees back to your chest. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Forehead in. Thank yourself. Thank you, body. And exhale, release your legs, release your arms onto the mat. Shavasana. Set up any props as you'd like.
Maybe blocks underneath the shins, towel over the eyes, blanket over the hips, a pillow if you got it. Let's make any adjustments to lay comfortably. Once it feels right, settle in and commit. Know that you can always change at any moment. Everything's temporary. For now, just enjoy stillness. And if any thoughts, noises, distractions come by, it's okay. Allow them to come and go like clouds in the sky. With a soft inhalation, relax, exhale. A slightly deeper inhale, release, exhale. And take a full breath in, fill up. Full breath out. Begin to awaken physical body, wiggle the toes, fingers, eyebrows. And reach your arms overhead. Good evening, stretch. Pulling your knees into your chest, roll over to your right side for fetal position. So transition from practice on our mat to a practice off. Thank you, Earth. Thank you, thank you. And maintaining this sense of ease, make your way up to a seat. Any seat where you can sit with a tall spine. And once you've arrived, connect your hands to your heart centers, Anjali Mudra or Divine Offering. Thank you for sharing your practice, your breath, your presence. Truly, truly makes a difference. In ways we cannot and may not understand. Thank you, thank you. And thanks to our teachers, their teachers, the lineage of our practices, all that it offers our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May the merits of our practice benefit all, everywhere. And connect your thumbs between your eyebrows, seat of intuition, where we know before we know. Honoring, recognizing the light, the wisdom, peace within ourselves and within each other. Namaste.